Are you wondering how exactly to get started on your spiritual journey or how to learn more about spirituality in general? In this video, I will tell you the top 5 ways on how to start your very own spiritual journey and how to navigate that path if you're already on it. Hey guys, I'm Kim and welcome back to the Higher Vibes Tribe community where we talk about how to live your truest, most authentic life through the law of attraction, developing a positive mindset, and taking care of your mental well-being. Hi guys, before we start, I just want to let you know that my one-to-one coaching is now open. If you're ready to connect to your higher self, step into your true power, and live your dream life, click the link in my description to book your free 30-minute discovery call. So I want to start this video off by saying everyone's spiritual journey is a highly individualized process, and there really is no right way to have a spiritual journey. But there are some ways you can deepen that process of exploring your spirituality more if you aren't exactly sure how to get started. And just as a disclaimer, these are my own beliefs. I am not telling you what to believe or what to do, but rather giving you my own tips on how I think you can get started on your journey. And this is also not specific to one religion or one type of person. This is a safe and welcoming place for anyone who is interested in learning more about their own spiritual journey and spirituality in general. Simply take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So the first way that you can start to deepen your own spiritual journey is by asking questions and questioning your own beliefs. This is how I think it all starts, simply with an awareness and a curiosity. We are taught so many things, especially surrounding religion and spirituality at a very young age. So we've always accepted those things as truth. We don't really question it. And this is only solidified by the fact that more than likely, the closest people around you also probably accept these things as truth. Your family, maybe even your friends or your community, all believe the same things and accept the same things as truth, so you never even thought to question these things. And in fact, you might be scared to question these things. Oftentimes, there's a lot of fear surrounding certain beliefs and what we should actually believe, especially when talking about things like God, our souls, and what happens after we die. So sometimes we accept these things out of fear because we don't want our minds to wander. I definitely know what it's like to be there. But this is one of the most essential parts of your spiritual journey. Asking questions and questioning what you've always accepted as truth. This doesn't mean simply refuting everything and thinking, oh my god, everything I've thought is wrong, but rather being aware of it. Ask yourself, does this still resonate with me? How do I feel when I think about this? Do I accept it as truth? Not does your mom, dad, brother, sister, friend accept it as truth, but do you accept it as truth? Not accepting something as truth doesn't mean that you have to have the answer, but simply saying, I don't know what the truth is. I'm not sure what the answer is, but I'm also not sure it is what I've always believed, and that's okay. But it all simply starts with that curiosity. But now you may be asking, how do you get over that initial fear of being afraid to question things? Now, this can be a little bit different and personal depending on your specific situation, but you have to accept and know that this is your life. You were given this life to believe whatever you want, to believe whatever feels good to you. We were given free will for a reason. If you're believing something that doesn't feel good or that feels scary, gives you anxiety or makes you feel fear, is that something that you really want to believe in? It all comes down to honoring yourself and living this life for you. By the way guys, if you're enjoying this so far, I would really appreciate it if you could take a second to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. It would make sure that you never miss a video and would ensure that I can keep making videos for you guys. So the second way that you can start to deepen your spiritual journey is by educating yourself and looking for knowledge everywhere. So you've dismissed some of your prior beliefs. You've started asking questions, but now what? You have all these questions, but where are all the answers? You might be thinking, what do I even know anymore? Of course, maybe the one thing we do know is that we don't know anything with 100% certainty. But let's start accessing the resources that we do have so we can start to form our own conclusions. There are so many different ways to find knowledge. There are tons of books, podcasts, and other YouTubers that you can watch. The possibilities are honestly endless. Find a topic you're interested in, whether it be the law of attraction, stoicism, or pretty much anything. There are honestly so many different avenues that you can go with this. I don't want to tell you too much about exactly what I read because this is your specific journey. Rather, I just want to let you know that there is information out there to help guide you, to simply give you information, but you still decide whether you accept these things as truth or not. You decide whether these things vibe with you or not. I really want to emphasize here that this is your journey. So when you listen to what other people say, what they teach, it's simply just a tool. It doesn't mean that this is what spirituality is. You are your own best teacher, and sometimes the best way to find answers is simply by going inwards. Ask yourself, what do you think as truth? I truly believe that we all have this voice inside of us, this inner knowing. You can ask it a question and it will give you an answer. Maybe not in words, but maybe a feeling or maybe some type of sign. It might be hard to hear this voice at first, but trust me, over time you will be able to connect with it. So yes, all these resources are helpful, but at the end of the day, you are your own best teacher. So the third way that you can start to deepen your own spiritual journey is by not being afraid of the darkness. One thing that often comes with exploring your spirituality is a lot of dark times. This happens when we start questioning our beliefs. We often go back to the past. We start to uproot and uncover all of these past memories and the beliefs we had or things that happened, and a lot of the time they can be hard to face and even a little bit painful. I mean, we spend most of our life trying not to remember the bad memories, the painful times, and the things we did that we're ashamed of. But questioning our beliefs and what we know also means questioning ourselves, who we were and who we are now. This will most likely happen naturally, but what do you do when those feelings come up? Don't be scared of them. Don't run away from them. Instead, face them. And what exactly do I mean by this? I mean, explore them. They are coming up for a reason. And how do we evolve and move past something? By working through it. The only way out is through. We don't resolve something by hiding from it or running away from it. We resolve something by going through it. But how exactly do we do this? One of the best ways that I've found is through journal prompts. So basically journaling out your thoughts and feelings and feeling those emotions fully. This is often called shadow work. So an example of things that you can journal out are, what is something that I'm ashamed of? What do I want to say to the person who hurt me the most? What is something I would never want others to find out about me? When we face these sides of ourselves, we begin to accept them. We forgive ourselves for them and we aren't ashamed of them anymore. And then we release them. And from that comes so much personal and spiritual growth. You feel lighter, happier, and freer. So don't be afraid to embrace the darkness. So the fourth way that you can start to deepen your own spiritual journey is by treating yourself with non-judgment and kindness throughout this process. This can be a major thing, and how you treat yourself will affect your journey. Others may judge you, but it doesn't matter. What matters is whether you're judging yourself or not. Like, it can be overwhelming and uncomfortable at times. Basically examining your past beliefs, trying to adopt new ones. You might even find yourself thinking or saying things like, am I crazy? Should I be doing this? Okay, I have seriously lost it. And I mean, if it feels genuinely bad, then yeah, don't do it. But a lot of the time, it doesn't really feel bad. It's just us placing judgment on ourselves for trying something new or exploring new ideas. It's what happens when you step out of your comfort zone. And this doesn't only apply to spirituality, it applies to almost everything in life. Let's say you want to start acting, so you go to an acting class, and then you have to play this character that is having a full-on freak out. If you've never done that before, you probably won't be fully in it because you're judging yourself, you're saying it looks stupid, you don't think that you can actually do it. But when you go all in and then you just allow yourself to try it out, you might find that you actually really like it, or you're actually really good at it. And it was just your own judgment that was stopping you. So be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to try new things, explore new beliefs. I mean, if you try it and don't like it, you don't have to keep believing it, or you don't have to keep doing it. It's simply all about treating yourself with compassion and kindness during this time. By doing that, you create a safe space for yourself to explore and to grow. Try it out. And the fifth way that you can start to deepen your own spiritual journey is by spending time alone and reevaluating things. Spending time alone is one of the major things I did that helped me kind of figure out my own spirituality. Now, I'm not saying I want you to abandon all your friends and family, but rather to start enjoying your own company. Figure out what you like, what you don't like. When we're constantly around other people, they can heavily shape our beliefs and our values. But when we spend time alone, we get a break from all of that, and you can figure out what you believe and what you value. And spending time alone allows you to ponder, to think, and to reflect. These are all necessary parts of questioning everything and starting to look for answers. And also, when you start to adopt newer, better feeling beliefs, you naturally start to reevaluate other parts of your life as well. Are there people constantly criticizing your beliefs, constantly bringing you down? I know it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks, but you don't constantly need to be hearing it all the time if it's negative. Or are there habits that you used to have or traditions that you used to do that don't really align with your beliefs anymore? Take some time to consider whether that's something you want to continue doing. And again, this doesn't have to happen all at once. It's a process and will more than likely happen naturally. Just be mindful capable of letting go of habits, people, routines, and things that no longer serve this new version of you. So the main takeaway I want you guys to have today is to know that this is your journey and no one else's. Start asking questions and looking for answers. Start doing the inner work and embracing all aspects of yourself. Treat yourself with kindness and know that it is a process. If you guys enjoyed this video at all, please like and subscribe, and as always, until next time, sending good vibes your way.